No, it looks good to me.
All right, awesome. So now let's walk into the fun part of things, Andres, and this is going to be the actual intake part. So basically what we've realized after doing this for a few years is that everyone does intake differently. Not only that, but everyone does intake differently depending on what type of practice they have and what type of matter it is. So for instance, if you're a business firm, you're not going to do an intake the same way for a patent than you will for a trademark, right? Different questions, different documents. Same thing for a PI firm. For a workers' comp claim, you're not going to do an intake the same way as you will for a car accident injury. So basically, we're not going to pigeonhole these firms and tell them how to do intake. We're actually going to allow them to create their own intake process on Lexicata using what are called matter checklists, or what I like to call intake workflows. So what's cool is you could create different workflows for different types of matters or circumstances or timelines. What's also nice is they're completely customizable, but the best part is this is going to really help with organization. Remember that matter pipeline that I showed you at the beginning that's going to help you keep track of all of your intake?
Yeah.
Well, now you know each individual intake will have their own checklist to make sure everything is that you need to get done and that has to get done. So let me explain how to build these checklists. There are 5 types of items you can use to construct a checklist: tasks, appointments, emails, forms, and documents. So now you can have as many of each as you want, but this is just an example of each one. So let's walk through each one in a little bit of detail and explain how these work. Okay. So first thing is tasks. Obviously, I don't really need to explain to your people what a task are. A task is it's just a kind of like a reminder to do something. What's nice about our tasks, you can assign them to people. So if you have multiple people at your law firm, you can assign them to your secretary or paralegal or other lawyers, whatever they may be. You can also put due dates and reminders on them. So Andres, do this by 2 p.m. today. Mike will do this by 5 p.m. tomorrow. What's also nice is whenever a task is completed, you don't have to ask each other, hey, Michael, did you ever do that task? Because I could just mark it completed in the checklist, and then Lexicata will indicate that it's been completed. So that way everyone knows what has or hasn't been done up until this point in the process. That's basically how tasks work. Any questions on tasks?
Yeah, what happens when you click on view? Do you get more detail?
Yeah, it'll just basically show you like who's assigned to the task, what the due date is, and that kind of stuff. It's pretty simple. But we'll notify you through the platform that you have tasks to, and we'll also do it through email notifications and let the people know when they've been assigned to a task. We'll also let them know when a task is due. So tasks are pretty straightforward. The next thing is going to be appointment scheduling. So this is really where you're going to start to see some of the automation and efficiency start to take hold. So whenever you need to schedule an appointment like a consultation, all you have to do is click schedule. And rather than going into your calendar and manually putting in all this stuff, literally all you have to do is put in a day and time, let's say 10 a.m. on Monday morning. And Lexicata integrates with, Clio Calendar, Outlook Calendar, Google Calendar, Yahoo Calendar, you name it, we integrate with it. So it's going to automatically push this into your calendar with one click of the mouse. Now, Andreas, let me put you on the spot here and test your ethical, your knowledge of ethical rules and whatnot with the legal industry.
Okay.
What do you think is the #1 reason why clients complain to the bar, Andreas?
Communication.
There you go. You got it. You did your homework. Lack of communication. I don't hear from my lawyer. He doesn't call me back, or he doesn't, he doesn't let me know what's going on. So we want to make sure that your firms have the best communication possible. So we're going to do that without having to do any extra work. So remember I told you not touching the keyboard the entire demo? We click one button, and boom, we're done. Hi, Andres, your consultation is scheduled for the day and time below. So it's going to automatically confirm the appointment with the client. And keep in mind, you can have different confirmation email templates for different types of matters. So your consultation email might be different for PI clients than a business client. But we want to make sure the client doesn't just know about the appointment. We want to make sure that they actually show up to their appointment. So we can actually schedule an automatic reminder to go out, let's say, 24 hours in advance of their consultation. So literally with a couple of clicks of the mouse and in less time it would have taken me to just add this into my calendar, not only did I send this to my calendar, I sent them a confirmation email and I sent them an automatic reminder email. But that's not the best part. We don't just integrate with calendar, we also integrate with email, which means the client will never see Lexicata. These emails will be coming through your email address, and the client will have no idea that you're using our system to generate these emails. That's basically how appointment scheduling works. Any questions on appointment scheduling?
Oh, that looks pretty cool. It makes it a lot easier just for the reminders. I think, like you said, helping with the lack of communication. And any lawyer that uses something like this, they're going to stand out.
Exactly. And that's a big thing, right? You're helping eliminate that #1 complaint, lack of communication. You're getting ahead of it. You're creating an amazing experience for the client, and you're creating a good experience for you. Think about how much time you save A lot of firms already do this where they send reminders and call people. Well, now they can streamline the process along the way. So it creates just a really good experience for everyone. So you're getting those touch points at the beginning, especially during the sales and intake process. And I have a lot of firms that email me pretty consistently when they first sign up for Lexicata, be like, Lexicata is amazing. Check out this email the client just sent me, and they'll show me an email where it'll be like, hey, George or, Susie, I'm going to go ahead and hire you guys. I was talking to another firm, but you just had such an easy and seamless process that I know you're going to make my life easier throughout this lawsuit or throughout this process, that I trust you to kind of, make the best decisions for me. So again, it's kind of creating that trust and that closeness at the beginning.